Kenya coalition has cracked the whip on rebels within its ranks and file who have shifted allegiance to President William Ruto. The action stripping of Isiolo Senator Fatuma Dulo of her minority whip position and replacing her with Narok Senator Ledama Olekina. Senate Speaker Amason Kingi, who is in receipt of communication on the changes, declined to give his ruling Wednesday, prompting sharp reactions from Azimio senators. As the very own Chemtai Goin reports, Odinga, who made the announcement, said the Azimio was intact and that they would not relent in their push for electoral justice, with a press session outside the IEBC offices at anniversary hours set for next week.
The minority leader.
The tension at the Senate afternoon session was palpable as Isiolo Senator Fatuma Dulo sat alongside fellow Azimio House leaders on the minority side. This due to the fact that Azimio Leader Raila Odniga had minutes into the afternoon session chaired an Azimio Senators Parliamentary Group meeting which resolved to strip the Isiolo Senator of her prestigious minority whip position following her action to back the William Ruto administration.
The minority leader is Honorable Stuart Mazayo, deputed by Honorable Senator Enoch Wambua from Kitui, and the whip is Honorable Ledama Olekina, deputized by Honorable Edwin Sifuna. And that is our lineup in the Senate.
Attempts by Minority Whip Stuart Mazayo to push Speaker Amason Kingi to effect the changes futile, as he stated that he will issue communication in due course, this sparking a heated debate on the floor of the House as Majority Leader Aaron Cheruiyot relieved the part that affected many Ruto-allied leaders in the 12th Parliament.
This House is missing the Minority Whip. This House is missing the Deputy Minority Whip. Now I'm left alone here.
I say this, Mr. Speaker, to warn you against any rash decision in terms of change of leadership, either from majority or minority side.
The best thing is to reach out to Jubilee and find out why are the members of Jubilee disgruntled about being in the Azimio coalition. But what you've simply done is to jump into conclusion that Jubilee wants to get out of Azimio, and this is the right time to punish individual members.
Mr. Speaker, don't be invited to be a judge on a matter that involves a political party.
The leaders confident that despite the hemorrhage occasioned by the departure of their members for the majority side, Azimio would stand the test of time.
So as our team to continue to represent Azimio effectively in the House. Azimio stands for the defense of the people of Kenya, the interests of our people in the House.
We are united as senators of Azimio. We are a team, and it was important that we make this one very clear.
President William Ruto has in the recent past cast his net wider, embracing Azimio leaders and following Dulo's de-whipping. It is expected that a similar fate awaits nominated MP Sabina Chege, the deputy minority whip, who is among a breakaway group from the Jubilee party that has now pledged allegiance to President Ruto.
The issue of electoral justice that we have been talking about, and this is not an issue that is going to die until it is properly resolved. We have shown beyond any doubt that the elections were rigged. And it doesn't matter how many times Mr. Ruto shouts, how many times he prays. The prayer is not going to help him to get away with theft of elections.
And as Odinga announced the resumption of anti-government rallies with Kisii lined up for Friday and Kisumu on Sunday, he revealed their plan to hold prayers for the IEBC.
We will also be doing a prayer for the IEBC, that we have and get an IEBC which will defend the right of our people. And that prayer will be done in front of the premises of IEBC sometimes next week.
with the president raiding the opposition's backbenchers and Azimio leaders taking the political battle to the president in anti-government rallies. The weeks ahead are likely to be politically loaded. Chemutai going